What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again with more weekly Twitter advice. If you missed yesterday's video, no worries. The link will be down below in the description, hopefully. I'm gonna do my best. I've been trying so hard to remember and I just keep forgetting. Yesterday's link will be in the description below. Also, keep in mind that there is a weekly Twitter advice playlist, maybe while you're doing your homework, maybe while you're playing a video game, maybe while you're reading a book. Whatever you guys want to do. Oh shit, let me take a bite of my flan first. I'm sorry, I'm like so hungry, y'all. Travis got me this bomb ass flan. And so it's what I've been eating for breakfast. Probably not like the best breakfast for you, but it tastes pretty good. So this is the one where the girl like shot her dad in the knee when she was like a kid, and like now she's an adult and he treats her like crap because he blames her for everything that's gone wrong in his life. So let's go ahead and see what Twitter has to say, even though I feel like we all know. Your father wasn't a responsible gun owner. Unfortunately, he is dealing with the consequences of his decision. He needs to be in counseling, as do you. Stop looking for forgiveness and accept that your dad is a flawed human being. Right, this one says, I don't think you can. Sorry. He's blaming you for him not storing his weapon properly, and when you were a child, you're basically a useful excuse at this point for everything in his life going wrong. That's not fair to you. You've got to extricate yourself from that situation. Exactly. Because everything that has gone wrong in his life has nothing to do with you. Like, yeah, okay, you shot him in the knee, but then like all the decisions he made after that were his own. So like it's talking about like he blames you for him popping pills, but like that's his choice, because when Chavez's knee was like fucked up and he was like on pain pills, he was like, I don't want to be addicted to these, so he stopped taking them cold turkey as soon as he can. And like it was really hard and he was in a lot of pain, but he was like, I would rather do that and deal with this pain than be hopped up on pain pills all the time and get dependent / addicted to them, you know? And what it kind of sounds like is that his pill addiction led to like everything else in his life going wrong, and he's blaming you for the pill addiction, and so now somehow all of that shit's your fault. Like, nah nigga, be a grown-ass man, be accountable for your own actions. Like, your daughter has nothing to do with the fact that you don't have any self-control when it comes to pills, because you can quit them. It's hard as shit, but you can do it. And if it's one of those things, well, he has an addictive personality and addiction runs in his family, then he should have known that when he started taking pills. Because for me, like, you know, addictive personalities run in my family. So even for shit as simple as like when I got my wisdom teeth out, like I didn't take my pain pills for the full duration of that, just because I didn't want it to be one of those things where I got so used to taking them and now every time I'm in pain I have to take fucking hydrocodone. That's just not what I wanted to do. And you have to stop internalizing his blame for you. I think that's really important. Your dad has accountability problems, starting with the fact that he didn't responsibly store his firearm when you were a child. The only one he has to blame for his pain pill addiction and unemployment in his health is himself. It's not your fault. With the Robin Williams fucking gif, which makes me sad. This bitch said you can't fix stupid. And this person said remove the other knee. I'm done. I'm done with this question. Y'all are fucked up. Y'all are fucked up. Alright, so we're on question 6. This is the one where the dude went on a date with his friend's fiance's best friend. He didn't enjoy the date, and then the best friend was like, oh, we're gonna be each other's dates to the wedding. And he was like, hell the fuck no. And then she sent him suicidal texts. These first two are basically like, show everybody the text so that they know what's happening, block her, she's not stable, and that's not your problem. That's basically what those first two texts are saying. Vanessa Hudgens says, emotional blackmail is weird and I'm sorry you're going through that, but since public perception is already against you, I'd use that in your favor. Be an asshole, ghost her, change your number, date other women, bring a good friend that can fight to the wedding. I understand. See, I feel like that's good advice, but I feel like part of the problem is he says, and I might be overthinking this, but he says everyone thinks that he's the asshole. So the problem with that is like the homie thinks he's an asshole too. So does that mean he gets uninvited to the wedding? So let's see what everyone else has to say. She's trying to emotionally manipulate you. Maybe say, I'm sorry you made the assumption that we'd be dates for the wedding, but it's not fair to try to manipulate me into going with you. That situation won't make you or me happy, and behaving cruelly to me won't make me like you. This one says she is unstable. Tell her best friend she needs help. You can't fix that or feel bad. Just try to tell her friends and hopefully they will get her help because she needs to get help. I think that's kind of the focus that this needs to be on, is that she needs help. You know what I mean? Because either she is actually suicidal and so she needs she needs help, or she's not suicidal and she's just using it to try to emotionally blackmail you, which means there's something else wrong with her mentally and she still needs help. This says block her, get a restraining order, and buy a taser. She may show up anyway. You need to be ready. Since you made it clear you aren't interested in her, what you need to do is keep all of your receipts. Pics or it didn't happen, right? So get screenshot/save all your combos. What she does after is her business. We don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm down with that. I fully 100% support that shit. Oh, this says make sure that's really your boy, because I'm sure he knew damn well that she was crazy. Block her and make sure you're not alone in any space with her at the wedding. I mean, that's it. That's all you can do. There's nothing you can do with a woman like that, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and move on to question 7. Oh, this is the one with the dude who's being a big ass baby because his ex has been with other dudes before, and he met one of the dudes and the dude was grimy looking and also was like, she's the superhead of the neighborhood. Blah, 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 blah. Like, get the fuck over it, dude. Feel like that's what Twitter has to say, so I just want to know. This one says communication is key. Talk to her, not us. Talk to your girl about it. Don't be talking to us about it. Ain't none of our business. I mean, personally, I feel like if he's saying she's a superhead, whatever, your response should be like that one gift. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. That guy. So this one says, an apparently vindictive ex told you something awful that got in your head during Thanksgiving? That never happens. With his appearance, anything he says is suspect. Make peace with your woman having a past and move on. Move on. 2 years has passed and you are just now meeting the family, and what was the point of inviting the ex? Her family sounds messy and you may want to rethink marrying into this. I personally don't think that's a fair take. Like, it might just be one of those things where like her family still maintained contact with her ex after she left him and he was like family. And so it's just one of those things where like, as unfortunate as it is, like, once you introduce like your significant other to your family, if he hits it off with your family, you might just be stuck with him being around for a while. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's necessarily a fair thing. But also, I don't know. Maybe the cousin is with the ex now or something. Who knows? This one says, why do you believe him? Then somebody responded, why were you discussing her with him? And I feel like that's fair too. Like, okay, I get it, he's around, but like, y'all don't need to be talking about what you got in common. That's not what this is. You sit down, you eat your yams, your mac and cheese, your collard greens, your turkey/ham, and you shut your fucking mouth. You watch some goddamn football, you should talk about the football, you play some board games, and you leave. There's no need to be discussing anybody's sexual history with anybody. That's not what Thanksgiving is about. Like, you talk about what you're gonna buy on Black Friday, and you dip. That's what's supposed to happen. Alright, this one says, do her a favor and break up with her. She deserves a man who is emotionally and sexually mature. Seems to be her bad luck to continue to find immature men like you and her ex. The worst thing about you is that you aren't mature enough to ask her about his allegations. And this shit says, I could vomit just looking at you. Yo, this nigga got roasted by Twitter, and it's what he deserves. Because, like I said, he just needs to grow the fuck up. Like, how many women have you had sex with? How many women have you gone down on? Does she talk shit to you about that shit? No? Then shut the fuck up and get over it. All right, well, that's it for this weekly Twitter advice. Please leave your responses to the questions down in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Ho biscuits, it's getting lit.